Hallo og hjertelig velkommen. Welcome back to Skyrim. Today we're joining the Thieves Guild, so let's go talk to Brynjolf. For the record, this is the third time I'm trying to do this. This entire questline is cursed.
I can't just ignore them.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying. Hey, lass.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
How dare you? I raided all those dungeons, sold all that stolen loot, and made all those expensive potions all by myself. How could you possibly know that?
It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
My wealth is none of your business.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lass. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
What do you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant a ring on Branche?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
Why are we doing this, Branche? Get
We've
out
been
of my
contracted
face.
to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Okay, we've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's get started.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Okay,
Everyone, gather round.
Maybe one day
I
I'll
have
to
something
place.
amazing to show you that demands your attention. Gather round, all.
let's open a few locks. Easy enough. Silver ring.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
And here's our mark. Let's hope this is going well. 85%. Okay. Oh,
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
what's been going on?
Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
I can handle it.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Sounds good. I'll see you
Buy
soon.
some armor and live to tell about it.
Man, this quest, or this recording rather, has been so cursed. I am so sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
Protect
All right,
yourself,
Branche.
Buy
Turn out your
armor
pockets.
for
We know you have it.
Have what? What in blazes are you talking about?
Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now!
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine!
over here.
That's right, it isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branche.
This is insane. I didn't steal
Looking to
anything.
stay alive?
I never saw
Why
this
take a
ring before in
chance?
my entire life.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Okay, let's head through that way. A soul divided. Warning, stay out of the Ratway. It has come to our attention that some misguided citizens have been venturing into the Ratway late at night. To complicate matters, others have seen fit to spread rumors of their disappearance, stirring up talk of ghosts and phantoms haunting the sewers. We will remind you that Ratway is not a safe place for commoners, and any talk of ghosts is nothing more than tavern gossip. We will investigate the matter shortly, but in the meantime, take heed and do not enter the Ratway. The Riften Guard. That's some Creation Club quests. We might do that, but for now we're just gonna get through here.
They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house as big as the Blackbriars by now.
You worry about bashing people's heads in. I'll worry about the guild, okay?
Okay, okay.
I'm going to check the entrance to the Ratway. Be right back.
Is someone there?
That's them done. Let's go through here. Can't go there yet. Trap. Rat. Someone lives here.
You can't.
Done. Okay, no, not doing that right now. We're going this way instead. Man, imagine living down here.
What was that?
Sorry, bud. I am so sorry that all you guys have to live down here. Shortcut for later. There's nothing interesting down here. This is really pretty. I mean, all things considered, it's really pretty. And we have reached the Ragged Flagon. And we've arrived.
Give it up, Brynjolf.
I'm not here to hold your hand.
I'm
Figure
telling
this one
you,
out for yourself.
this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that then?
Hey.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
It was just as we were calmed down. Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats? What did I do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay.
Well, we can't tell that.
I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are they?
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
How did you want me to handle it?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Gotcha. Consider it done.
Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Any help with Bercy?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude.
Understood. Any tips about Kirava?
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
Okay. What's Helga's story?
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave.
Alright, easy enough. I'll be back.
I'll be here when you're done.
I'll
Hey,
let Brynjolf to give you all
Delvin.
the information you need.
Good to see you again. The sanctuary looks great, by the way.
Talk to me again when you've proven yourself to Brynjolf.
Okay, let's start with the bunkhouse. There's the statue. Hey.
Don't even think about it. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
I have a message from Brynjolf.
You have my statue. What are you going to do with it?
So, should I drop this statue down the well?
Not Lady Dibella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Thank you. Goodbye. Next stop, to be in Barb. No, let's talk to this guy.
I don't have any business with
What do you want?
So get out of my face.
You might want to talk some sense into Kirava.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Then help me convince her to pay.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
No one shall come to harm here. And thank you.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Hey,
You want something or not?
are you ready to pay Brynjolf what you owe?
No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn.
Maybe I should visit that farm in Morrowind.
How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
Then pay up and I'll forget about it.
Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
Thank you. I'll get lost now. Alright, last stop. Hey,
Oh no. You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
I sure am, and I have a message from him.
Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
Good man. Thank you. Man, I could never, ever, no matter how bad things get, ever do something like that in real life.
Buy armor from Grelin.
I am too much of a softie. I don't have the backbone for this job. I'm back, and I have the gold.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
I can imagine. Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Nice. What's next then?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well. True?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Hey, fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Yes, let me join your guild. Loud and clear. Secret passage. Cool, cool, cool. Let's head to the cistern. And here we are, the headquarters. And there's the main man himself.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say.
Understood.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, I understand.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let her prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Okay.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family, lass. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me.
I will do my best. So how do I get my cut of the spoils?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Thank you. Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Who cares? We're the Thieves Guild.
That's not how things work around here. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I need more details about Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries, not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go.
Gotcha. How do I destroy the beehives?
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke.
Good point. Why not level the entire estate?
I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits.
Maven Blackbriar is the influential client.
We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout.
So, how dangerous is it to cross her?
Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison.
Yeah, and she's the Jarl now, so she's doubly dangerous.
You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Yes, sir. The trophy for joining the guild should have popped here. But like I said, that recording is lost.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint
Along with a
us.
few other trophies. But that doesn't matter much. Let's get our armor.
So you're the new recruit, huh?
That I
Well,
am.
looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Why is that?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Fair. Understood.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
Thank you. And we're ready. Let's talk to X.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear.
Yes?
One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong.
Wouldn't dream of it.
And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business.
What sort of business?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Any idea why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
Oh yeah, bad luck and pissing off a Daedra. So what can we do?
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
Sounds good. I heard you ran into trouble at Golden Glow.
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him.
Any tips to get in there?
Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
Okay. Thank you.
Come on, take another job so we can both make some money.
I'll be back.
Welcome
Don't
to the
worry
cozy
about
little
it.
family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
Need a few spare septums? I got the cure
Alright,
right
let's head
here.
out. Well, through the secret entrance through the cemetery. Huh. They still have their statue. Okay, there's the estate. Let's get in. Swim past all of this and enter through the sewer grate. that was easy. Just gotta wait for the oil to burn. Huh. Someone tried to live down here and got killed, I guess? Let's move on. Lots of people got killed down here. Oh. More rats. Done. Oh. Walked right into that. Like a dumbass. Alright, we're here, let's head in. Easy. Okay, kitchen. Let's get the key from the man himself. Just where are the stairs? This house is so big it has a loading screen. Nice and easy. Why is he cowering in the corner? Hey.
Worthless mercenaries. I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice.
I just want the key to your safe.
I can't. If I do, I may as well cut my own throat.
That's not my problem. What makes you think I won't?
Fine. Take it. Once the new owner finds out I gave in, I'm as good as dead anyway.
New owner? What are you talking about?
I've already said too much. I gave you what you came in here for, now go. Leave me in peace.
I shall. Goodbye. Alright, let's head down to the basement. Musty old place. Let's find that safe then. Nice and easy. So far, no one's died. Here we are. Bill of sale. Aringot. This document acknowledges the sale of Golden Glow Estate and all property, assets and materials contained within. Payment of the property has been made in full by Gollum A as an agent on behalf of the buyer. All dealings with the Thieves Guild in Riften is to cease immediately. To deter any possible retribution for this act, you are to take immediate steps to protect our assets in any way you see fit. I think you'll find that the Thieves Guild is far more bark than bite and will likely avoid Golden Glow Estate rather than thin their already dwindling numbers. Good luck and may this be the start of a long and lucrative partnership. Without any signature, just that little symbol.
I was sure I heard something.
And with that, we'll get out of here. Back to the sewers. Down the hole. And now we'll make it over here. Alright, now that's done. Let's destroy some beehives.
Huh?
Careful now. Very carefully. Okay, no guards. And just a good old splash of fire. Done. And we're out of here. Let's go talk to Brynjolf. I have come back for my first job.
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lass.
Yes, and here's what was in the safe.
Let me take a look at what you found. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
No idea.
Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name.
Sure, but will I come out of there alive?
If it was like that, she wouldn't be asking for you. She'd be calling on the Dark Brotherhood. It's just business.
What does Maven want from me?
That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people.
Speaking of which...
Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lass. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from.
Thank you. I will
Maven
go...
wants to see you right away. I suggest you head right over.
Yeah. Let's go speak with the current Jarl.
Come here a second.
Hey.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
I'm the best at what I do.
Is that confidence I hear? Or is it arrogance? Strange how often they're confused. You have to understand, it's been a long time since Brynjolf sent me anyone I can rely on.
You have no faith in the guild?
Faith? I don't have faith in anyone.
No shit.
All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done and was it done correctly? There's no gray area.
You won't have that problem with me?
I hope not. This is an important job. I have a competitor called Hunningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly.
Where do I begin?
Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Machius. He'll fill you in on all the details.
Who runs the show at Hunningbrew Meadery?
Some layabout named Sabjorn. Been a thorn in my side for the last few years now.
Sabjorn seems like more than just friendly competition.
Not a day goes by that I don't regret letting Sabjorn get as far as he did. In only a few short years, he's taken that bile he calls mead to market and a chunk of my profits with it. I can't imagine where he found the gold to take it to market so quickly.
So get rid of him and he's no longer a threat.
Exactly. With Sabion in prison, his meadery will be forced to close. Then I swoop in and take over the place. No more competition.
Why strike now?
The Golden Glow estate job has undoubtedly interrupted the supply of honey I need to make my mead. Sabion could use this interruption to his advantage and collect a larger share of the market. I can't have that.
Fair enough. Okay. I'll do your
One
shitty
more
job.
time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job and you will be sorry.
Oh, I'm sure. Later, Maven.
You have come.
Once again, we have returned to the Bannered Mare. Hello.
Can't a man drink in peace?
Maven said you're expecting me.
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's Captain of the Guard, and we're going to poison the mead.
You have the poison?
No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well, you know what I mean?
How do I fit in?
You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat.
Clever.
Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work.
How do I get to the brewing vats?
Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the pests infesting the meadery. There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded over. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get infested. That's where you should start.
What about just going through the brewery?
Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right ahead.
Why are you doing all this?
I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's allowing me to pay it back, but he's working my fingers to the bone. He treats me like a slave. I have to do every nasty, dirty job in the meadery.
There's more to this than debt, isn't it?
If this plan works, not only is my debt gone, but I'll be set up for life. Maven and I worked out a little deal. If Sabjorn ends up in jail, she's gonna take over his meadery. And guess who gets to run the Blackbriar meadery in Whiterun? You're looking at him.
Clever. Why bother poisoning the nest for Sabjorn?
Once Sabjorn is out of the way, Maven has plans for the place. One way or another, we don't want the pests coming back. Consider it just more of the dirty work. I did my part getting them in there, now you need to clear them out.
Easy enough.
Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
Oh, I will. Goodbye. And here we are. The Haunting Brew meadery. Hello, Sabjorn.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
Is something wrong?
Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Haunting Brew Reserve for the Captain of the Guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined.
I might be able to help.
Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done.
That's the only way I operate.
Oh, very well. Here's half. You'll get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed.
How do I permanently clear the vermin?
I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back.
You've got a deal.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
Understood. You mentioned someone named Malice?
Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago I knew he'd never be able to pay back. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper.
Yeah, I can see how you were in cahoots with Maven back in the day.
Now I've got to clean up this mess.
Right. Wow.
Was something we discussed unclear?
No, everything is crystal clear. Rats, rats and more rats. Let's head through these tunnels. Venom Fang Skeevers. Let's take some mead. Oh, arachnophobia warning. Alright. That's the spiders. More traps. This is a long tunnel. And more skeevers. More advanced skeevers. And a crazy old man. Breeding rats. Okay. And that's nice. Let's read Hamlin's journal. 10 years of ridicule, 10 years of imprisonment, 10 years of exile. The children threw rocks and the women spat upon me as the menfolk to drag me into Whiterun's prison. They branded me a danger to their pitiful existence. Used words like madman and insane. Could a madman escape the prisons undetected? Could a lunatic establish a laboratory right under their noses? Could a psychopath create a mighty army from the common skeever? Well, yes, probably. My days as an apprentice alchemist in Winterhold were no better. Those egotistical braggarts couldn't compete with my abilities. Where they fell short, I'd constantly excel. Did they appreciate my genius? Did they relish my contributions? No. My instructors beat me and said I was irresponsible, and the archmage cast me into the streets like a common beggar. As my enemy grows complacent and weak, as they forget Hamlin and his utter brilliance, I build my army. I use every bit of knowledge at my disposal to forge their demise. Thanks to Sabjorn's unwitting assistance, my legion grows stronger every day. The irony that the same ingredients that used to make his vile drink could be used to feed my offspring isn't lost upon me. Oh, they will pay. Their ignorance of the impending annihilation amuses me. I will bury Whiterun and watch Winterhold burn. And when they experience the fury I've unleashed upon them, when my progeny are gnawing the flesh from their bones, they will come begging and growling at my feet. But there will be no mercy, no quarter, and no leniency. I will laugh and I will dance and I will rejoice over their mangled, broken corpses. The time for recompense has arrived. 10 years of pain, 10 years of misery, 10 years of death. And that was the ramblings of a madman, planning to kill everyone with an army of rats. Now let's go poison some mead. That was easy. And now we're in the boilery. And here's some rat poison.
If you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim, you're in the right place.
I'm back.
Was something we discussed unclear?
Job's finished.
Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished.
What about my pay?
You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Yes, I shall. I shall enjoy the show.
Well, Sebjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Honningbrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored.
Enjoy that.
By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
Sorry about that.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
It sure will.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said move.
Farewell, Sebjorn.
Well, that's taken care of. And that poor guy has to walk all the way back to Whiterun with rat poison in his system.
I don't think that could have gone any better.
No.
Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? Anything else you need before you head back to Riften?
I need to get a look at Sabjorn's books.
So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
Thank you. You never mentioned the lunatic living in the tunnels.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job.
Oh please, I have a big sword.
Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
Then pay me. What are you gonna do with this place?
Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know.
Understood. Thank you.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
I don't think she listens to anyone, buddy. So this batch was poisoned. But quick question.
I can't believe
if I had to
that worked.
poison the big boiler, how did it get here?
I can't believe that worked.
I can. This is Skyrim. Stairs. Where are the stairs? Nice room. Promissory note. There's that symbol again. Sabjörn. Within the enclosed crate, you'll find the final payment. As we discussed, Honningbrew Meadery should now begin brewing mead at full production. In regards to your concern about interference from Maven Blackbriar, I can assure you that I'll do everything in my power to keep her assets and her cronies at bay. This is the beginning of a long and successful future for both of us. Well. Oh. Well, it's time to go. And Maven has been waiting for us here the entire time.
I trust you have good news for me?
Job's finished. Here's the information you requested.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Yes, I've seen that symbol before.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services. I believe we're done.
Thank you. I will be going. Hey, Brynjolf.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
Yet very fortunate for Maven.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
The same symbol from Golden Glow was involved.
Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Is there anything we can do?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Understood. Scoundrel's Folly. Let's speak with Mercer Frey. Hey, boss.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
I found the same marking at Honningbrew Meadery.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
You admire them?
They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
How can we make them pay?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake.
Oh, really?
The parchment you recovered mentions a Godgel lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum Eye. Slimy bastard.
Where do I begin?
Gullum Eye is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Yes, boss. What's Gullum story?
When Gullum Eye was getting us merchandise from the East Empire Company, we were making a hefty profit. It was so lucrative, I was considering moving the guild to Solitude to save us time.
What happened?
Gullum Eye started to get greedy and cut us out of the deal. Almost can't say I blame the scaly bastard. Started out innocent enough. He kept claiming the shipments were light because of Imperial interference. Then maybe a few years ago it all stopped. He didn't even bother to contact us anymore.
Well, that's shady. Even for us. How is all of this affecting the guild?
Golden Glow Estate provided a huge payout for us before Erengoth locked us out. Maven looked the other way as long as the honey kept flowing and we kept him in line.
And Honningbrew?
Let's not kid ourselves. Blackbriar mead is swill. The only thing keeping it successful is Maven. Word on the street was that Honningbrew tasted better, cost less, and Sabjorn didn't shove it down everyone's throat.
Fair.
If Sabjorn ever managed to push Maven off her pedestal, we'd all be in trouble.
For sure. Seems all our eggs were in one basket.
Look, in case you hadn't noticed, these aren't the glory days of the guild.
No shit.
We've lost more clients in the last decade than I'd care to count, but Maven's stuck with us throughout the entire ordeal. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose her to, well, to whatever they are. A word of advice. Don't disappoint me.
Sure. East Empire connection. Mercer. I've pressed our contact at the East Empire Company for information, but the lizard's as stubborn as his careless. He claims the company has nothing to offer, but I think he's hiding something. I'd suggest that you refrain from having him visited by the Brotherhood for now. He may yet be of some use. Alright.
Something I can help with? Or
Brynjolf.
I can't believe Gollum Eye's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim. But he's no mastermind.
Think he'll give me trouble?
Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
So how do I get him to talk?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gollum Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
Betrayal or not, I'll let him live.
I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gollum Eye's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
You think Gollum Eye will give me trouble?
There are thieves, and then there is Gollum Eye. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty.
Understood. East Empire Company? Who are they?
A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle.
How is Gollum Eye an asset to the guild?
Gollum Eye works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse.
Nice. If I get the information from Gollum Eye, what then?
Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gollum Eye's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well.
Gotcha.
Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gollum Eye alive, but remind him who we are.
Yes, sir. That will be done in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Holla!